Ladies and gentlemen, is your boy Jay back again with another stream. Today's date is August 31st, 2023. We're 1 day away from September and 7 days away from the start of the season. Make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. It's about to get crazy, y'all. It is about to get crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Quick shout outs to the Wrench Gang. Quick shout out to the family. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. Tonight we got a quick little show. Then obviously we have the fantasy league going on. The fantasy league, the draft is tonight. It's at 9 p.m. I don't know the draft order. I just haven't been able to pay attention to it. Y'all know I got 80 million things going on, but the fantasy league is popping off. That's tonight. That's going to be at 9. The draft's going to start for that. We're going to go and get into the news over here. And, we got some stuff to talk about. TJ Hockenson securing a landmark deal. Stefon Diggs wants out. And DESHAUN Watson's fresh start. So we'll go ahead and get into the news here once I address you guys in the chat. Quick shout out to Bob. What's up, Bob? Dan in the house, jobless in the building. Shantae, what's going on with you, Shantae? Text 713, Immortal. What up, what up? Sheila, what's going on with you, Sheila? Ryan in the building. What's up, George Costanza? What's up, George? It's been a minute, man. I ain't seen that name in a while. Hi, Chico in the house. Ernie Brown. What's up, Rudy? What's going on with you? Luta in the house. What's up, Luta? And Guy says you got to talk about the Bosa situation. Guy, let me know what's going on in the chat, man. I have so many stories and so much going on. Can't track it all, but fill me in. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. Chase Prods, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Christopher Jones. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Y'all coming out tonight. All right, so listen. There's a lot going on as far as within the league. One of the biggest issues that I'm having right now is the Stefon Diggs situation. But before we get into that, so I hit the mic, sorry about that. Before we get into the Stefon Diggs situation, and I'm going to be honest with you, okay? This is not going to be one of those, oh my goodness, Stefon Diggs, he's in his feelings. No, we need to have a real conversation, okay? We'll get into that. But let's go ahead and start this thing off with these Patriots here. So Patriots claim former Panthers quarterback Matt Corral. I thought that he was going to be behind Bryce, but it looks like the Patriots have picked him up. Let's get into this one. It says, in a move that adds to an unexpected week of quarterback transactions for the Patriots, the team claimed former Carolina Panthers signal caller Matt Corral on waivers Thursday as number 2 option on depth chart behind starter Mac Jones. The Patriots had an open slot on their 53-man roster after officially placing wide receiver Tyquan Thornton on IR. Corral felt Tuesday that he had made Carolina's 53-man roster, which I thought he did as well, saying he couldn't wait to get in the quarterback room with Bryce Young, the top pick of the 23 NFL draft, and veteran Andy Dalton. But the 22 third-round pick out of Ole Miss was released on Wednesday. Ironically, the Patriots have played an instrumental role in Corral being drafted by the Panthers, trading their 22 third-round pick to Carolina so it could pick him in the 94th overall. As part of the trade compensation, the Patriots received 22 fourth-round pick they used to select quarterback Bailey Zappi. This is how much trouble these Patriots are in when it comes to quarterback. Obviously, we know they're going with Mac Jones, but the problem is, okay, well, who's going to play backup? Well, was it going to be Zappi? Was it going to be Cunningham? Well, they decided to cut those two to get under the 53 roster limit and then basically bring them back on the practice squad. And now you're like, all right, well, hey, we're going to go ahead and get Corral from the Panthers, and then he'll be the number 2. Way to slap Zappi and Cunningham in the face. But hey, once again, we don't make the rules. We don't make the trades. These guys just decide to do ridiculous stuff when they want to do it, and that's just the reality of it. So as we get started here, Matt Corral to your Patriots behind Mac Jones. Hajigo says, if the Pats release trade Malik Cunningham, I'm done with them. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. He's on the practice squad, so we'll see what happens. What's up, Daniel? Jacob says, yo, Jay, when is the fantasy draft? Fantasy draft is 9 p.m. tonight. 9 p.m. Yes. Shout out to you, Michael. 9 p.m. All right. Next up. TJ Hockenson signing a crazy deal. Let's get into this.
Listen, I'm happy for him, assuming that this report is true and they are finalizing a deal, because I think he's a stud. The brother can ball. Make no mistake about it. I was shocked when the Detroit Lions let him get away, particularly within the division, to the Minnesota Vikings. But nevertheless, he's a target that Kirk Cousins should enjoy. I'm looking at him and what he brings to the table. Obviously, with the loss of Dalvin Cook there, I think you're going to see them throwing the football a little bit more. And obviously, if they choose to throw the football a little bit more, it ain't going to be just Justin Jefferson. You're going to need Hockenson to step up and really showcase his skill sets, and he clearly has it. So I definitely think that he's worth the investment. I'm really happy for him because I think he can ball. He deserves it. And I think he's going to help Minnesota far more than he'll hurt them. So I'm happy.
So, and I agree. Number one, because Adam Thielen was great with the Vikings, but we've seen Adam Thielen obviously in front of Hockenson, and Hockenson showed up. The biggest thing that I take away from this is the fact that the Detroit Lions didn't realize how significant Hockenson was going to be. And he went to the Vikings and balled out. So it's only right that this man gets what he deserves. Now, this is going to bring into question whether or not it makes sense as far as what tight ends get paid, because this is a landmark deal that's happening. Let's go to get into it. It says TJ Hockenson was back in the Minnesota Vikings practice field Thursday, having seemingly put a summer's worth of injuries and illness behind him. Thursday's sudden infusion into his bank account surely helped the healing process. You know how that goes, right? They'll play the injury game. Oh, I'm hurt. I can't show up to practice. We got to talk about my contract, though. And then they get what they want, and then guess what? They're off to the races. They're catching that ball, smiles on their face. You know, you guys know what time it is. Hockenson signs a 4-year contract extension that will pay him at least $66 million and up to $68.5 million, sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter, in a deal that resets the tight end market. A source told Schefter that the average annual value of the deal is $17 million and that Hockenson will make $42.5 million guaranteed, both the highest for a tight end in NFL history. Somewhere right now, Rob Gronkowski is breaking a TV. $68.5 million, ladies and gentlemen. Goes on to say, I'm excited to actually play football, Hockenson said, and go out there and have to not worry about anything else and move forward from everything and go win some games. That's really what we're here for. Continues on. The deal ends an unusual summer during which Hockenson sat out almost all the Vikings contract drills, participating only in early practice stretching in individual periods. He first attributed those limitations to an ear infection that affected his equilibrium. Yo, I can't. What is going on? Like, really? An ear infection? When that condition cleared up, Hockenson reported lower back stiffness to Vikings medical officials. Hockenson spoke multiple times with reporters over that period, but was vague about whether he was protecting himself or otherwise holding in while in the final year of his original rookie contract. The two-time Pro Bowler said Thursday that he is feeling better and emphasized that his goal was always to be ready for the Vikings' regular season opener, season 10th against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, shout out to Bobby Cox coming through with the $2 super chat donations. It's time for dinner, Jay. Shout out to you, Bobby. Much love. Thank you for the support. We got to go to bring out Ric Flair. Shout out to you, Bobby.
Time for dinner, Trees.
Bobby Cox in. Text 713 coming through with the love. Text 713 with the $5 super chat donation. We got to get Ric Flair twice out. Rick, where you at? Where are you at? One more for text 713. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Let's keep it going. All right. Hockenson spoke multiple times with reporters over that period, but was vague about whether he was protecting himself or otherwise holding in. Now, this is the key point to this, right? You've got this big tight end who goes out there, gets knocked around Monday night, Thursday night, every Sunday, minus the bye week or whatever. And he was complaining about an ear infection that threw off his equilibrium, and he had some lower back problems. Get this man a heating pad and $68 million, and now he's ready to play. I'm not knocking it, though. Get your money, man. Get your money. That's what it's all about. That's why those guys go out there and play and put it all on the field and then get what they deserve. So shout out to Mr. Hawkinson for signing that historic deal for tight ends. And, hey, listen, this is now going to set the precedent for other tight ends because guess what? These guys are going to be looking at his numbers and looking at their numbers and be like, listen, if he got 68, I want 70. I want 50. Hell, I want 100 if they ball out enough. You never know. You never know. Shout out to Duke. What up, man? Duke in the building. What up, bro? What's going on with you tonight? Michael says, I said, are we allowed to do Q before the draft starts, please? I don't know what you mean, Michael. As far as the draft order, it's already set, so that was random. But as far as like the draft, it starts at 9. So you'll have like 90 seconds or whatever to pick your players at 9. So there you go. Tennessee Tactical says we're running 2 kickers in Tennessee. I did not hear about that. I'm going to have to check that one out, Tactical. What's going on with you? Ernie Brown says it's going to be 100 in a couple seasons. Yeah, I mean, if you've got Hawkinson getting $68.5 million right now, it's only a matter of time before tight ends start getting $100 million. So there you go. There you go. Next up on the list, there was a situation with Tyreek Hill back in June where he got into it with a Marina employee. If you guys don't remember, we talked about it. Says the NFL won't punish Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill for Marina incident. The NFL said Thursday there will be no action taken by the league against Miami Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill for an incident of alleged assault at Haulover Marina in June. According to WPLG TV in Miami, Hill allegedly hit a Marina employee during a disagreement that took place in June. Miami Sports radio show host Andy Slater reported Hill slapped the employee on the back of the head, but said the employee has declined to press charges at this time. The incident was investigated by the Miami-Dade Police Department, but no charges were filed against Hill. In July, attorneys for both parties released a joint statement announcing the situation had been resolved. All right, so when you hear that somebody didn't go to jail and that the cops weren't brought into it, guess what? When something's resolved, that means somebody got paid off. So that's all you need to know. Keep moving. The parties to the incident, which occurred on June 18, 2023, at the Haulover Marina involved Tyreek Hill, have resolved their differences, meaning he slapped the hell out of me, but he paid me well, so we're going to let this go. Evan Feldman, the attorney for an employee of Kelly Fleet, Inc., and Julius Collins, the attorney for Hill, said in the statement, Hill had said he was not concerned about a potential suspension from the NFL and is focused solely on the Dolphins' upcoming season. Just imagine if you had enough money to where you could just slap the shit out of somebody and then just pay them a little money and it's over and done with. You can go back to playing football. You don't got to worry about getting fined. You don't got to worry about being in a meeting with Roger Goodell. You don't got to worry about the team and all that kind of stuff and nobody coming down. You know, just pay, a couple $100,000. Hey, I slapped you. Get over it. You're all right. Goes on to say, when I'm able to come here and play ball, man, I get a chance to get away from all of that at the end of the day, Hill said in July. So that's the great thing about football. God has blessed me to be able to perform and do what I do, and I'm blessed and grateful for that, and I just can't make bonehead mistakes like that. So, hey, no issues, no jail time, obviously, no problems with the league. So we just lost some money. There it is. But because we don't hold people accountable, and we know that They just want the money, because that's what it really boils down to, right? Just like the cameraman that got knocked to the floor by Adams last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. Guess what? He made it a big spectacle, but then he got paid. That's what it's all about. It's the American way, people. If you get poked by Jay, you're probably going to try to sue him. That's why I stay away from people. I don't be around people. I be in my domain. I go from point A to point B, and then I'm back to A. And guess what? I don't be messing with people like that, because they be like, Jay poked me in my shoulder. Sue him for $500,000 and take his channel. You can't have it, because I won't be around. I am not around you. All right, let's keep it going. Shout out to Serious Business, not just a society. You know. Ryan says if Jay slaps someone, he getting guns drawn on him. That's worse. You know how it goes, man. You know. Michael says, like, are we allowed to pick players? Yeah, you pick players. You pick players. It's not going to be an auto pick. So yeah. Gates Matchers says, "Jeez, don't tell them they're entitled to money. I'm slapping people left and right around here." Listen, why do you, before we get off this one, why do you think people deliberately get in the way of like celebrities and like do certain things to provoke them? It's because they know that they're going to piss the celebrity off or the athlete or whatever, and they're going to have a chance to make some money. And 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. You got to stay away from those kind of people, though. Those kind of people are losers. Shout out to Luta. Guy says, so it's rumored that Nick Bosa and the 49ers will seek a trade if the deal is not reached this week. Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody does, right? That's what Jonathan Taylor just tried to do, right? It's all about the money, man. Pay me what I think I'm worth, or I want out of here. That's the reality of it, bro. The fortunate thing about Bosa is he's actually worth some money. So when you have the leverage and you can bargain and you can go back and forth with the team and you can basically hold your worth over their head and you're not a running back, then you could talk like that. Because you know that they need you. And that's just the reality of it. Shout out to Tactical, says in Nashville, people will start fights with Pac-Man Jones all the time. Real talk. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bob says, somebody backhand me, please. Mortal says, Trek needs to take a boater safety and marina ethics training class. Could you imagine this man? He has to go take a boat ethics and marina ethics training just because he got into a disagreement with somebody and slapped him. I wonder what the argument was really about, too, because they didn't drop that information. It's like, what really happened? Were they arguing about him being too fast on the field and like he lost some money because of him? Or like, were they arguing because like Tyreek Hill was like, I know more about this boat than you do and I'm going to buy it. And he's like, no, you don't. They were just going back and forth about a boat. I really want to know. Jay, I know we pick players during the draft, but do we have a pick Q players first or we don't have to? Like I said, it goes by the draft order, and then everyone has like 90 seconds or whatever to make their picks during that draft order once it starts at 9. So, like I said, I haven't used ESPN. I've always used Yahoo, so this is my first time using it too. So we'll know at 9. We'll know at 9 p.m. Jonas says only diehard Buffalo Bills fans are losers. Oh my goodness, man. That's real rich coming from a Cowboys fan. You went there, I got to go there. You went there, I got to go there. Gates Matcher says slapping me will cause the person a huge hospital bill. Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
People in that building, people close to Watson, say he better be like the 2020 version of himself. And I think there's reason to be confident in that. Not only is he a guy who, like Bart said, one of the best in the league, right? Last year, we have to add the context to it. Last year, he missed 11 games. That Browns offense was scripted and designed for Jacoby Brissett.
What's all that shaking she's got going on
totally different
there?
players. Everyone loves Jacoby Brissett, but they are not the same player. So as someone framed it to me, they put it like this. Deshaun Watson, it literally was like he was wearing someone else's shoes last season. Because by the time he came into it, they're not changing everything. Now, this Deshaun Watson, who has had a complete offseason, who has been sitting with his teammates, taking them on trips, telling Kevin Stefanski, this is what I like to do. This is what I feel comfortable in doing. We have not seen the Browns offense with Deshaun Watson yet. So that should excite Browns fans.
What do you expect?
All right. So she's absolutely right, if you were actually paying attention to her. The thing about Deshaun Watson is he's actually going to be coming out on this field now from week 1, and this is going to be his actual team, right? He's not coming in at the end of the season. He's not coming in when everything has already been designed not for him, but he's coming in. The offense is going to be designed around him. Obviously, he knows the playbook now. He's ready to go. He's been paid his money. He's supposed to get past his issues and move forward and be ready to get on that field and play ball. Now, we had a conversation in regards to getting over adversity, getting over distractions, getting over certain issues that players have at this level. But listen, there will not be a game where someone in those stands is going to say something to him wild to get under his skin. And not only just the fans, but guess what? The defense are going to do the same thing. You guys think this is just, shake hands and have fun all the time? No. These guys are going to try to throw you off your game. They're going to say whatever they can, and they're going to say the stuff that's going to really get under your skin. So don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if you hear about it. Let's go ahead and get into the story. It says the Cleveland Browns have named quarterback Deshaun Watson one of their 5 captains. Watson is entering his first full season as a Cleveland starter. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski said the players voted on the captains. Deshaun, it's very natural for him to lead, Stefanski said, and I think he's comfortable leading from out in front. I think he's comfortable from leading and letting his teammates get credit. That's just something he's always done his whole life. And just the way he's integrated himself into this football team is impressive to watch. Watson was suspended 11 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy after he was accused by more than 24 women of assault and misconduct during massage sessions. Before the start of last season, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell called Watson's behavior predatory and egregious. Watson has settled 23 civil lawsuits against him. 2 lawsuits remain active. After the suspension, Watson returned for Cleveland's final 6 games last season. The Browns traded for Watson in March 22. They sent the Houston Texans 3 first-round picks in the blockbuster deal, then gave Watson a new 5-year contract worth the NFL record $230 million fully guaranteed. Obviously, we don't know the amount that most of these lawsuits were settled for, but he got $230 million fully guaranteed. How much you think of those out of that guaranteed money he had to pay out? 23 lawsuits, 2 still pending. And keep in mind, the 2 that are still pending is because they just want more money, right? They could have settled out like everybody else, but they're like, no, we want more. We want more money. He got 230. We want half. He has to pay. Gentlemen and ladies, don't put yourself in a situation like this. This is absolutely terrible. And it's really unfortunate for people in this position. It's not just athletes that this happens to. This is a rich people problem, right? Because if it were me or you and we went to a massage parlor and whatever happened, guess what? We're not getting sued. It's just the reality of it. It's just the reality of it. Shout out to Serious Business. That's what that money do. I'm good. Bob says he's almost on food stamps. Jonas says $300,000. That's about it, if not less. No, sir. No. The lawyer would have never taken this if it was only worth $300,000. Come on, man. Stop it. Duke says Gators for the W. Rodney says should have tipped him better. He didn't tip him good enough, Rodney. He only gave him 5%. He should have gave him 15%. He said he gave him 5% and expected them not to be mad about it. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Oh, I can't deal. All right, let's keep it going. After the suspension, Watson returned for Cleveland's final 6 games last season. The Browns traded for Watson in March 2022. They sent the Houston Texans 3 first-round picks. Obviously went through this already. From the moment he got here until now, Stefanski said of Watson, just seeing how he's gotten to know everybody on his team, how he pushes them, how he motivates them, I think you're seeing a lot of examples of high-quality leadership from DeShaun in particular. All-Pro guard Joel Bitonio, linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., All-Pro defensive end Myles Garrett, and deep snapper Charlie Hewlett were named Cleveland's other captains. The Browns open the season September 10th against the Cincinnati Bengals. So there you go. Immortal says he got the VIP massage. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I can't, man. I can't. Listen, at the end of the day, I hope the man's learned his lesson. I hope that he can go out there and ball for these Browns and lead them to some victories. So, yeah. Quick shout out to Duke. Says Watson overrated, yes or no? No, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's exactly where he should be. Right? I don't think he's bad, and I don't think he's great. I think he's right there. Like, he's okay. He's an okay quarterback. I don't think he's even really earned the title of a good quarterback yet. There's so much that needs to be done. So, yeah. Ernie says he needs to start getting those NDA signed. Yo, the man just pulls NDAs out of his back pocket, calls in, hey, lawyer, come here. I need you to witness this. Here, sign this NDA before we get into this massage. There's a witness. All right. It's just crazy. How about not putting yourself in the situation at all that you need to have an NDA signed? How about that? So there it is. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, the finale, what you all been waiting for, the most ridiculous thing that I probably heard today, and we got to address it. We have to address it. Stefon Diggs, before I play this video, I'm not going to get into the fact of Stefon Diggs being a talent because we know what he can do on the field. We know that he's great. We know he can ball. But the man is a pure diva. And I've been saying this for the last year. Ever since he spazzed out and started acting like a baby, I've just been completely turned off in regards to this man being in the locker room because this is the energy of a cancer. Okay? This is a toxic individual. This is like that boyfriend or girlfriend that you know you should leave alone, but it's been good to you, so you're like, you know what? I'm going to keep them around because I know what they can do when you need to get them out of there. You need to get them out of there because it's just going to get worse no matter how good they make you feel in the moment. And that is exactly how I feel right now about Stefon Diggs. Let's get into the video.
To me, elevating it just like that is letting the Buffalo Bills off the hook. Last time I checked, we looked at Josh Allen, and we said, yo, man, what's going on? You in AFC Championship game a few years ago. You and Patrick Mahomes was going at it. You were supposed to be the heir apparent and stuff like that. Stuff ain't work out. You lose. Joe Burrow comes up there, goes to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Last year at the AFC Championship game. And instead of thinking about Josh Allen, we thinking about Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow going up against one another, okay? So you got Stefon Diggs, this brother all-world receiver, but clearly wasn't happy. He walked out, didn't want to talk to nobody. They came into training camp. They had some friction. They had to get settled and all of this other stuff. Brother wants out, by the way. I'm just telling you what I know. I got my own sources. Brother wants out. He don't want to be in Buffalo anymore. He don't want to. I'm telling you right now. I have my sources. Stefon Diggs got to be there, but he would prefer to be gone because he's lost a level of belief in the Buffalo Bill. That's right. I said it. It's Stephen A, baby. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. They can deny it. They can tell you what to do. I have my sources. I'm telling you what I know. All right. But he's not going to force his way out. He know he got to be there and they got to perform. But he ain't feeling the Buffalo Bills the way that he once did because he feels there's a window of opportunity that they may have missed out on. Josh Allen's got to show them that's not true.
I would rather a real enemy than a fake friend. Tell me that you hate me, and I'm fine with that. But don't smile in my face and then talk behind my back. Tell me exactly how you feel to my face. And this is the problem that I'm having right now with Stefon Diggs. And this is why I keep saying that Gabe Davis should be WR1. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care how people feel. Y'all know I'm Bills Mafia to the death. Listen, Gabe Davis should be WR1. I don't even understand why the Bills as a team decided to give Stefon Diggs captain anyways when you know that he's a diva. Are y'all that scared of him? Does he have that much pull? Do you really need Stefon? Or are there 30 other receivers that could go out there and do exactly what he can do without all the issues and the problems? Let's get into this one. When Buffalo Bills wide receiver Stefon Diggs was first named team captain in 21, he said that he was taken aback a little bit because it was his first time in the role. The guys that you ride for every game and in practice, and the fact that they trust you in the biggest moments, and they trust you on a daily basis that you're going to do the right thing on and off the field. So, yeah, I was happy, Diggs said in 21. So they already trusted you, Diggs. They gave you their trust, and you spit in their hand. Let's keep it going. On Wednesday, Diggs was named a team captain for the third of 4 seasons with the Buffalo in third straight year. While it was meaningful to the wide receiver when his teammates voted him captain for the first time in his career, and it is just his second season with the Bills, he said this time around it means even more. How much more does it mean? I want to know. Maybe this time he'll lay it out on the field. For me, it means more now than it did when I was my first ever being named captain, Diggs said Thursday. Just the consistency of it, the respect from your peers, and I know the biggest thing for me is always earning the respect from my teammates, earning the respect from my coaches, and when you get named a captain, that's like reassurance, like you might be halfway decent at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Not just professionally, but as far as like how you represent yourself and who you are as a man. What are you talking about, Stefon? What are you talking about? Let me read this for you one more time. These are his words and what he said. End quote. I know the biggest thing for me is always earning the respect from my teammates, earning the respect from my coaches, and when you get named a captain, that's like reassurance, like you might be halfway decent at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Not just professionally, but as far as like how you represent yourself and who you are as a man. Well, guess what? If you were a man, you wouldn't be crying like a baby because you can't take an L. Men don't cry like babies. Men aren't cancers in a locker room. You want to talk about earning the respect? Go out there and ball and do your job without it being a scene or without you jumping up and down and acting like a child. See, this is that big brother conversation that Josh Allen should have had with you when it first happened. Because that's your quarterback. And I know he'll never hear this video. But the point is, somebody needed to say it. Somebody needed to say it. And that's the reality of it. Let me get into the chat. Marlo says he needs to play in Vegas. Yeah, send him to the Raiders. Send him to the Raiders so he can get eaten alive in Vegas. Bob says, sounds very insecure. Baby needs a binky. Tactical says, imagine him as a father. I can't. He has no patience. He has no patience. King Early Wise says, agreed. Rodney, oh boy. I had to go there. Shante says, after all this drama, Stefon Diggs does not deserve to be a team captain. Not at all. Not at all. Duke says, Kincaid and Gabe Davis going to ball this year. Jerry Diggs going to next year probably. Listen, I need the Bills to be in tip-top shape mentally, physically, and team morale needs to be at 100. And the problem with me with right now for me is whether or not Diggs actually wants it. And you guys heard what Stephen A. said. That man's got his connections, right? Diggs really wants to be gone. So here's my problem. If the Bills do make it to the Super Bowl and win, what does that really mean for Diggs? Was he really a team player, or was he just there because of the terms of his contract? That's the problem. Let's talk about that, right? Is it the same kind of celebration? Are you all celebrating Diggs if the Bills win the Super Bowl and saying how great of a player he is and how he contributed to the team after all these issues? I'm not. Sheila says he better ball out or no one will want him. That comes with the money. That comes with the money, right? If you don't ball out, you're not going to make the money. That's just how it goes. But the passion for the game and the love for your team is what is supposed to be brought up to the table as well. And when you want to jump ship, and when you don't have any loyalty, and when you don't have a backbone, all that gets exposed. And that's what happened with Diggs. He's been exposed. Not once, but twice. All right? We can't forget what happened on the Vikings. You guys keep forgetting that. He wasn't just a Bills player who did this. He did this on the Vikings too. It's a pattern. So there you go. There you go. Shout out to Shantae. Says Diggs was the same way in Minnesota and forced his way out because they lost games. My point. And Shantae wrapped it up for us. So, there you go. With that said, obviously don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. Like I said, Stefon Diggs has talent. He's a great wide receiver. But the problems of his loyalty, the problems of what he brings to the table in the locker room, and how he can change the team's mood because of his whining and his ability to affect team morale is huge. He's now a team captain. So guess what? He needs to be held accountable for his responses and how he acts on the field as well as off the field. Hold him accountable. What happens to the coaches who would grab the player's face mask and tell them what needed to be said? What happened to those days? Or is it all about diversity and inclusion now and appeasing everybody? Y'all don't want me to go there. Serious Biz, what up, man? What's going on with you? Sheila says, yeah, we got missed again. Thanks, it moved up. Oh, yeah, shout out to you guys. Hope you're doing well from the from the hurricane. I didn't forget about you at all. So, Immortal says, Jay, epic rant. Listen, if I'm saying anything wrong, somebody in the chat let me know. Because I think I'm speaking not from the heart, but I'm speaking very logically about what's been going on, what's been happening, and how we need to move forward as a team, and how this situation needs to be addressed with Diggs. King or the Wise says most wide receivers are diva-like, though. Yeah. I mean, we can even go back to the Terrell Davis days, right? Look what happened to him. Look what happens. Then don't get me started about Antonio Brown. Yeah, we don't even need to go there, right? But that doesn't make it an excuse. If I see other people before me who did worse, does that make it okay that I follow them too and I do even worse, or I do worse than they did? Does that make sense? Or should I pay attention to what the people before me did and how they paved the way and how I can be better? Shout out to Ernie Brown, says Jerry Rice never pulled this. Jerry went out there and balled. He played like his job was on the line every night. Without a doubt. King says, not an excuse. You're right. Listen, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but I know I'm right. It's the real. It's logical, right? When you remove emotions and conversations, when you remove emotions and addressing things, when you remove emotions from understanding what you need to do as a human being and a person, and you start looking at stuff logically and rationally, you understand right from wrong. And it's very easy to make those decisions based on what you need to. It doesn't matter if you don't like losing. I don't like losing. Other people don't like losing, but everybody doesn't have to be a diva about it. And that's the reality. You can be passionate. Like, I know people have thrown it out. Well, Jay, he's just being passionate. You can be passionate without being a diva or creating issues and morale problems in the locker room. You want to be passionate? Fine. Figure out ways of being passionate positively that's going to lead to your team being great, not lead to adverse reactions and problems with your team's morale. And that's what I stand on. Shout out to Duke, says Moss or Rice? Rice. Mr. Rice. Shout out to Ray Ray. What up, man? Rodney says don't be a cancer to your teammates. Exactly. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. You know, we can break it down so many different ways. You know, and you can take it out from not even just a sports situation. Take it into a life situation. Think about how many people you have in your life, right? You have someone significant to you. You haven't seen them all day, right? They may have had a long day at work or school or whatever. They was out and about. They come home, they're negative. What does that do to you? Let's break this down to an easy standpoint, right? An easy scenario. What happens to you when the person that you respect, love, care about, whatever, comes home and they're negative, they're in a mood, their energy is off? What does that do to you? We know what it does to you. It puts you in the same mood and the same energy and the same feelings that they're in. Now, if you're the kind of person that can fight through that negative energy, then you're great. But guess what? A lot of the times people don't have that because they feed off of other people's energy. Right? Same example. If I'm sitting here streaming to you guys and I'm talking like this, and I'm just like, you know, having a deep discussion about the Bills, and, you know, I'm talking to you about Stefon Diggs, and I'm giving you this rant right now, and I'm not really showing too much emotion. It's going to sound like I'm very mundane, and I kind of don't care. That's the point that I'm trying to give. The way that I was just talking to you and the way that you felt about that is exactly what happened with Stefon Diggs in the locker room with the Buffalo Bills. First-hand experience right there. So there you go. But we're going to go ahead and get off that. Shout out to TBE Trucking. What up, man? Wrench Gang in the house. What up? Create your own energy. Exactly. Sheila says, stop it. Why do you want me to stop it, Sheila? I'm just going to talk like this. That way I could just put you guys to sleep because there's no excitement in my voice. Because, energy doesn't rub off on people. You can be happy and excited with me just talking like this throughout the whole stream. You're not going to go to sleep at all. See what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm trying to make. You guys get where I'm going with this. Do I want to see Stefon Diggs be great? Yes, I do. Do I want to see the Bills win because of him? Sure. Yes. But there's got to be a line drawn in the sand. Okay? Right? I know people tend to say that, disciplining your child sometimes can be abuse. There's levels to it. But at the end of the day, sometimes, yes, you got to spank your kid. You got to show them that you love them. And Stefon Diggs needs to be spanked. Not that way, though. You get what I'm saying? It's just the reality of it. Sheila says you need to apply to an escort line. Yo, welcome to the J Reason Hotline. You have 15 minutes for $9.99. What are your desires? I'm not doing it.
Emotional damage.
I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. Shout out to you, Eric. Much love, man. It's always a great show. You guys know how we do. It's always a great show. It's always fun. It's always laughs. The beauty of this is being able to share these stories with you guys, talk sports, have fun, but also bring in the real life situations, because I hope that when it's all said and done that I've helped somebody learn something. I hope that I've helped somebody learn something. I hope that somebody takes something positive from this nonsense that we have to go through with some of these players. So there you go. Shante says, please don't speak like a telemarketer. Oh, don't make me throw in the telemarketer voice now. You don't want that. All right, we're 7 days away from kickoff 2023 season, week 1. We're going to have your Lions and the Chiefs. I am so excited. I'm ready. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Make sure that you guys are here for it. It's going to be absolutely wild. Obviously, I'm going to keep you guys updated as far as with the news. We're going to have the prediction videos rolling, so you guys will get updates for those. Make sure you go into those, drop a comment, make sure you drop your score predictions, all that kind of stuff. So we'll get those going. I think we got 3 tomorrow. I won't be going live tomorrow. It's Friday. I got to take an off day, but the videos will roll. So I'm getting you guys content every day. We're keeping it going. I told you guys, some of these other streamers may be bigger, but they're not going to outwork me. This is my season. This is Jay's season. 2023 is going to be our year. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. And I'm working. Your boy Jay is working. So, shout out to you guys. Have a good night, everybody. And about to hop on with these guys for the draft. Michael says, all right, Jay, but could you stream the draft? Let's see here. This is 8:48. One second. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream the draft, but I will be with you guys while it's going on. I got some stuff I got to take care of. But yeah, I'll be there with you guys live. Listen, join the Discord. If you have not. Let me see if I can get this for you guys. Join the Discord. That gives you 24/7 access to Jay. Almost. But it's very, very easy for us to chat, for us to talk, and all that good stuff. And I'll drop it in the chat here. So that's the link to the Discord right there. Joshua King says Diggs does not want out. I promise you he does. We just heard the news. I just pinned the Discord link to the top of the chat. So make sure you guys join the Discord. And then hop in. We'll chop it up there. We'll talk about the draft and all that fun stuff. And then we'll keep it going from there. And then what we'll do is after the draft, I'm going to start trying to combine the fantasy with the news that we drop. So that'll be, a weekly thing as far as predictions as well. We'll get that going. So make sure you lock it in. We'll make it happen. We will make it happen. Joshua King says, what news? Go back maybe like 15 minutes. Go back like 15 minutes and you'll see the news on Stefon Diggs, my friend. Joshua Kings came in. He was like, Stefon Diggs doesn't want out. No, he doesn't. I read his mind. Joshua Kings, we're not going to lose him, but he wants out, bro. He wants out. Let's see here. Let me go to these members, add you guys up. All right, so yeah, I added you guys to the who just dropped in to the Discord. Rez and Mitch, you guys are in now. So there you go. Joe Blue standard. Yeah, fantasy draft is in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Joshua King says, I just didn't hear the news. I love Diggs so much. I'm worried now. Listen. Yeah, like I said, just go back like 15 minutes, bro. You'll catch my rant. You'll catch what Stephen A said. And then you'll know what's going on. It's all there. It's all there. Michael, it's there, man. It's there. So if you just join up, then I'll be able to add you in. And then we'll go from there. So yeah. Joshua Kings, just search Steph or Stephen A. Smith, Stefon Diggs wants out, and you'll pull it up that way. Yeah, you'll pull it up that way. All right, you know what? Hold on one second. I got to send a text. Hold on. Okay. This is what we'll do. Let's see here if I can drag this in. Because why not? I got a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Can I drag this in here? No. Why won't it work? Okay. League is drafting now. Join your draft. Loading the draft. All right. What do we got? Draft is about to start. Pre-Dream got pick 1. Let me see if I could fix this. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, I got pick 4. So let's see what's going on here now. Let's see. Okay. What do we got? I need QBs. I know I had to get Allen. If y'all try to snatch Allen from me, we have some problems. All right. Live draft going on the stream. Hold on. You guys baited me into this. All right. So we got 5. Yeah, we got 5 minutes until the draft starts, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes. So pre-Dream we'll have pick 1, Team Suggs. Shout out to you, Ronald. We'll have pick 2. Tech's gonna have pick 3. I got pick 4. Phil's got pick 5. Frederick's got pick 6. Just the two of us has pick 7. Pick 8's James Brown. Pick 9's Bears. Pick 10, Joe Blue. Pick 11, Broken. And then pick 12 is TR88. And then pick 13 is Detroit Fan. And then I can't go past that. So all right. Cameron, yeah, I'm streaming it now, man. I am streaming it now. Shout out to you, Joe. Let me go ahead and add you in here to the Discord. Cameron says, I'm so mad I got pick 17. Oof. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough, bro. That is tough, my friend. All right. I want to see. Shout out to you, Tech. Let's go, yo. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the draft. So while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and get hydrated. Joshua King says, I don't know what news source you got or why you're making up stuff, but it ain't true. Joshua Kings, you really think that I would sit here and I would make up stuff, bro? Stephen A. Smith is a very reliable source. But if you want me to go back so you can hear it, so you can feel okay, like I did just make it up, we'll go back to it. Here you go.
It's like that is letting the brother wants out, by the way. I'm just telling you, and all of this other stuff. Brother wanted and all of this. at the AFC Championship game. And instead of thinking about Josh Allen, we thinking about Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow going up against one another, okay? So you got Stefon Diggs, this brother all-world receiver, but clearly wasn't happy. He walked out, didn't want to talk to nobody. They came into training camp. They had some friction. They had to get settled and all of this other stuff. Brother wants out, by the way. I'm just telling you what I know. I got my own sources. Brother wants out. He don't want to be in Buffalo anymore. He don't want to. I'm telling you right now. I have my sources. Stefon Diggs got to be there, but he would prefer to be gone because he's lost a level of belief in the Buffalo Bill. That's right, I said it. It's Stephen A, baby. I'm telling you what I know, okay? They don't deny it. They can tell you what to do. I have my sources. I'm telling you what I know, all right? But he's not going to force his way out. He know he got to be there and they got to perform. But he ain't feeling the Buffalo Bills the way that he once did because he feels there's a window of opportunity that they may have missed out on. Josh Allen's got to show them that's not true.
Did that make you feel better, Joshua Kings? Did I help you there? Did that solve your worries? Come on, bro. You know, first off, I'm talking about my Bills, okay? Number one. Number two, I'm not going to talk about nothing that hasn't been verified from somebody who actually has the kind of connections to know that kind of stuff. And Stephen A. Smith would be one of those people. So there you go. There you go. Ryan, yeah, man. Is that even a question? All right. Pick two? Wait, why can't I see? Hold on. Free Dream got Justin Jefferson. Oh, he took JJ. Oh man. All right. Here we go. All right, pick number 2 is going to be for Ronald, Big Ron. Let's see what Big Ron got for pick number 2, 40 seconds. Shout out to Pre-Dream getting Justin Jefferson. That's a great pick. That is a great pick. And we'll see what happens. You know, I dropped the Detroit Lions and Kansas City Chiefs week 1 prediction, and you guys have been going absolutely crazy on that video, so shout out to you guys. All the predictions, all the people talking wild right now. I'm glad to see it, and it's looking interesting. It is looking interesting, without a doubt. Suggs got Jamar Chase. Okay. Jamar Chase. Joe, are you on the app? You should be on the ESPN app. Tech got Patrick Mahomes. Okay, Tech. I see you, bro. All right. I'm on the clock now. Let's go ahead and let's get Allen here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get Allen. Let's lock in Allen for the draft. Let's go ahead and get him in here. It should take you automatic. Automatically. All right, what do we got? 22 seconds. About to lock in Allen. And then next up will be Phil Hurts Turn this down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. Locked in Allen. See if I can bring this up. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right, next up is going to be Team Frederick. Bob, do you keep the same players every week? Yeah, you keep your players each week. Obviously, if you have injuries and things like that, then you have to like sub and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you keep your squad. You can trade, just like how you normally would, and all that good stuff. Ryan says, who was smoked out and took Mahomes? Tech did. Tech took those, or took Mahomes. He's rocking with Patrick. So Cameron says, that's what I'm saying. I have the app, but I don't see the draft room. Try it on your PC. Michael says, always save quarterback for second-round picks, not the first-round picks. Man, this is a 20-team league, man. You had to be up on your quarterback quick. I mean, for me at least, I know I had to be up on my quarterback quick because when you have like a shorter league with less teams, then you can play that. But 20-team league, yeah, quarterback is important, without a doubt. Phil took Justin Tucker. Okay. Frederick took Austin Eckler. Okay. Justin Tulis took Travis Kelce. That's a good pickup. I like it. It's a good pickup. I had Kelce in my top tight ends. Shout out to Brian Allen. What up, bro? Says, what's up, Jay? Just getting in from the tree trimming. What did I miss? We went over TJ Hockenson getting the biggest contract a tight end has ever gotten. DESHAUN Watson's fresh start, fresh year coming out as he got team captain for the Browns. And then we tapped into Stefon Diggs wanting out of the Bills, even though he's under contract. So Stephen A. Smith said he has a reliable source that informed him that Diggs wants out. He's not feeling it with the Bills anymore. So we addressed all that. I don't want anyone to take Justin Tucker picks. Yeah, Tucker's gone. So much talent to pick from. Yeah, without a doubt. All right, who's next on the draft? We got pick 8, James Brown. Tyreek Hill. Okay. I see you, James Brown touchdown. That was a good pickup. I don't want to sleep on Tyreek, but I just don't feel like if Tua is not healthy, if he's going to be a factor or not. That's going to be the question. It says, who took Tucker? Who took Tucker? Phil Hurts. Phil Hurts did. He took Tucker. So there you go. He's like, I wanted Tucker. Florida versus Utah playing, huh? And there's a live stream going with the live game. 20,000 people. It's absolutely amazing. YouTube is funny sometimes. It's so funny. Brian Allen says, Bills hat on tonight, I see. Stephen A. Is anyone still listening to him? Diggs 100% not going anywhere. Listen, we know, I gave my whole breakdown. All right. I gave a whole rant as far as Diggs and how I feel. At the end of the day, the biggest problem with him is, like I said, being a diva and him causing drama in the locker room, messing with team morale. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. All right, Christian McCaffrey went to the Bears. Shout out to the Bears for picking him up. I had him high on my running back list. Should have figured somebody was gonna pick him up. Dang. All good. All good. All good. So, Jay, there's 20,000 people watching that game right now because they have the live video going. That's how it goes. So they'll set up the bot channels and it'll get like basically all the viewers, and then they'll basically just rack up the subscribers on that bot channel and then just use it for whatever. But I guess people are cool with it because obviously they get to watch the game, you know. But yeah, there's 20,000 people over there. It's wild. All right, what do we got? Pick 10 on the clock, Joe Blue. And he took Cooper Kupp. Okay. All right, it's another one I was looking at. Cooper Kupp. He's always good for good yards. He's always good on fantasy. So that was a smart pickup. Broken Smutty's got Stefon Diggs. All right. Saquon Barkley is gone to Team TR88. Who's up next? Oh, you're at round 2 here. So, yeah, there's 16 rounds. So, yeah, guys, I'm glad that we can get through the first round. I won't be able to do all 16 rounds on the live, though. I gotta take care of some stuff. Brian Allen says, I think media played that bigger than it was. McDermott said he didn't know where Stefon was, but he was in the building. It's more than that, though. It's more than that. Just the antics, you know, him acting out, things that he said, things that he's done, conversations that people are having behind closed doors in regards to Diggs, and you know, he let people know how he really felt about the squad. And I feel like at some point Josh Allen tried to save face for him too, and I just didn't like that. You know, it's just too much. It's too much. And he did the same thing with the Vikings. So, you know, when there's smoke, there's fire, man. When there's smoke, there is fire. So there you go. All right, so Detroit Fan Forever's got Bijan Robinson, and Faded's got Devontae Adams. Okay. Fabio's taking Garrett Wilson. I like it. So what I'll do is I'll wrap up round 1 with you guys on the live before I get up out of here. Yeah, like I said, Brian, there's, you know, all kinds of issues as far as with Diggs and just, you know, his character. You know, it's a character issue. And, you know, if someone's bringing down the team, you just can't have it. You know, Even if it's just words and them acting like a baby. You know, you're paid millions of dollars to play professional sports. Be a man. Be a man. And go out there and try and win. That's it. That is it. So. All right. What do we got? Roxy's Gladiators gets Derrick Henry. And Team Cam got Nick Chubb. Yeah, you guys are getting the good running backs. Let's see here. Running back. I need. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Pollard. I like ETN too. I think he's gonna ball out. I'm probably go with those two for mine. Receivers. Ooh, this is tough. Give me Debo, Olave, yeah. And then tight end. I'll rock with Hawkinson. Give me Kittle. What you guys think about Kyle Pitts? You think he gonna ball out this year? I like Njoku as well. And Kincaid. Throw him in there. For the flex, Najee. Aaron Jones. Watson. Yeah, we'll go Watson. And give me Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen for the flex. Defense. You know what? Where's Lions defense? I think Lions defense is gonna be a sleeper. And give me Steelers D. And we'll go Jets. We'll go Jets. We'll go Jets. So, yeah. Najee's going to have a nice year? Yeah, without a doubt. I definitely agree with that. So why isn't this... Thank you. Dang. Did I just get robbed? I think I just got robbed, yo. I really think I just got robbed. Stupid auto pick. Oh, you got to take that off. That is not good. Come on, really? All right, so Olave's gone now to Joe Blue. Devonta Smith's gone to the Bears. T. Higgins is gone to TR88. Mixon's gone to Faded. Yeah, I don't like I said, I normally use Yahoo. I don't like ESPN, man. You guys suggested it, but I don't know. We'll see how this thing wraps up, and then I may next year we may just have to use Yahoo Sports. We'll see though. We'll see how this goes. I definitely got robbed. Yeah. Shout out to Cameron. All right, I'm about to shut down the live. I gotta get this fantasy thing taken care of, because they're out to get me right now. People are trying to win this money. They're trying to get Jay. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Like I said, we'll get the content rolling, and I'll see you all. On Saturday for a stream. Shout out to Shantae. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good night. I gotta get up out of here. Peace out.